Guys, thought I'd just pop on to show you some little book page pockets that I've been making. So this is what they are, just nice and simple. You've got, let me get a card. So you've got a pocket here and a pocket here, and when you glue it down in your journal, just say that's your journal page, if you glue it just there and there, you can have a pocket here, or glue it that way and have a little side pocket. Anyway, I'll show you how I've folded them. As you can see, I've made a whole bunch. Now I've stitched mine, but you can just glue them. Okay, so I'm just using this paperback. The pages are quite big on this one. The pockets will actually work with any size book page, but I'm using this one because the pocket's quite small, so the bigger the book page, I suppose, the better. Okay. Now I've just ripped mine out. I haven't cut this torn side out. So when you do your pocket, do I have one? I do somewhere. Okay, here's one. So this pocket, you'll see I've left the raggedy torn edge up the top, and this one I've got the straight edge. So if you want the raggedy bit at the top, just fold it with that bit at the top. If you want it hidden, just put it at the bottom and you'll get the straight edge up the top of the pocket. Okay, so this one, I'll hide it. Okay, and all you do, just bring, excuse my hands, I've been dyeing papers and they're so grotty looking. But I suppose if you're a crafter, you're used to that. You never have clean hands or nails. Okay, so put your page sideways like this. Bring both corners into the center. Then just bring both of these into the center to line up with that fold. Sorry, to line up with the page edge there. So sorry, I'm a bit blind. I cannot see if it's lined up white on white. I cannot see for the life of me, so this may be a bit wonky. Bring that one in, bring that one in. It's kind of like making a little paper aeroplane. And then just fold this bit up. Now I fold mine up so that the tip is in line with the top of the pocket, because I like that very sharp point. And that's it. Now I've inked mine all around, and then I've sewn it around. But if you don't have a sewing machine, you can just, of course, just glue it down. Just got to make sure that these line up properly here, otherwise you can see a little gap. Okay, so that's how you fold it. That'll give you the sharp point. Some of them I've folded over, like this one. So see, this one has the sharp point up here, and this one doesn't. The only thing, doing it this way will make your pocket a little smaller. It's a lot more narrow because you're bringing your page up higher. So if you want to do that one, I'll just show you again. Okay, I'm going to put the raggedy bit up the top for this one. So just bring your pages in. These pages are a little bit brittle, so they're a bit harder to fold in the center here. Okay, just fold them in Okay, so you've got a page, fold them in, and then just fold each corner over like that. Too far away to see if it's lined up, but you get the idea. Okay, and if you don't want a flat edge, just when you fold it up, instead of lining it up with the top of the page, just go up a little like that, and then fold that little tip over. You can snip it off if you don't want that added little bulk, but I fold it over because I'm going to just sew them anyway. I just sewed a straight stitch right around the corner after I ink them. I haven't inked the back of mine because I'm going to glue them down. And that's it. So super easy. Now I did a few little variations. So this was the standard one. Okay, so let me get rid of this. Now I haven't embellished these yet. Oh, actually I did embellish a few. I'll show you. So I just did the regular. I did some with the ripped edge up the top. I did some with the straight edge up the top. What else? Look how many I made. I'm really trying to use up book pages. I have so many. Okay, so I did the point up the top. I did the folded over. These ones I've rounded the corners. But to be honest, I much prefer it square than with rounded corners. Anyway, did a few with rounded corners. Some of them I did zigzag stitch around instead of a straight stitch. So large zigzag, small zigzag. This one I went around twice with a straight stitch, but I tried to make it wonky, you know, messy. I actually find it quite hard to sew really messy because the machine wants to follow a straight line. So it's kind of, it's a bit harder to sew messy than most people think. But I do like that look. But I was too lazy to go around twice, so I only did once. That's one of the standard ones. Then I also did some with phone book. I've used 2 pages of phone book. I didn't bother gluing them together. I just folded them. That's why you kind of get that puffy feel, because, you know, the paper is so thin. So, but I like how they turn out, and I like the look of phone book. So I've got a few phone books to use up as well. And what else? This one I just punched a hole there. I've put some thread that was just sitting on my desk through it. I was going to put an eyelet, but I didn't have small bronze eyelets. I've only got small silver. So all I've done, I've used that's not an eyelet. All I did, once I punched my hole, just get, I don't know where my brown Sharpie is. Just get your brown Sharpie and just like dip it in the hole. Just so it kind of looks like an eyelet, but it's not. I cleaned my desk last week and already it's a mess, and my brown marker is somewhere here. Okay, and I've just embellished a couple. I will go and embellish all of these, so I've got a whole pile of pockets ready for journals, because I need to get cracking on making some journals this year. I've had a lot of time off YouTube. So this one, just scraps, really, threads. And this little autumn leaf or maple leaf is punched out of a photo. A bit of scrap fabric, music paper. Anyway, so I will go and embellish all of these with little scraps like this. Actually, I might do a separate video without talking, just sped up embellishing them if you're interested. but I'll post that separately, otherwise it's too long. Anyway, so that's it. Let me tell you the dimension of my page in case you want to make similar. So if you can, use a bigger page because otherwise your pocket is too narrow on each side. So my page that I'm using is about 23.5 centimeters by just under 15.5 centimeters. This page is the one that, you know, usually autobiographies and stuff like that come in this size. So I wouldn't use a small paperback like this unless you're making itty bitty little tags like this. Okay, let's do one that's itty bitty, hey? Oh, sugars. Let me re-rip. This paper's a bit thin actually, but I'll just show you what happens if you use an itty bitty little page. I wouldn't make pockets out of this page, by the way. It's too thin, unless I glued two together, which I'm too lazy to do. So fold that, fold that. They're just good because they're so quick and easy to make. You can sit in front of the TV and just like churn out so many. But look, isn't that is really cute. Look how cute that is. If you ink him up, let's see what he looks like inked up. Now, when I sewed mine, I didn't glue any part of the envelope. Or pocket. Actually, I might make some little itty bitty ones. Because he is kind of cute, isn't he? So I will just sew around there. And maybe I'll put some tiny tags in them. That's actually kind of cute. Anyway, that's it. I'll be back with some more book page projects because I'm on a book page using up mission this week for some reason. You know, when you get a bug in you, like, you know, you might do bead work and then you just use beads, you know, for weeks on end. I'm on book page mission to use some up. I have so many book pages. It's honestly ridiculous. Anyway, so I have folded a number of different pockets and tuck spots and stuff like that. I thought I'll just quickly film them. You may have seen these before. I don't know if anyone's made them. You know, it's quite common for people to make book page pockets. So you've probably seen them out there before or something similar. But I like to just sit in front of the TV at night with a book and a paperback book that I want to use up, and I just sit there folding the same envelope or pocket or whatever it is I'm making over and over, and I make a whole bunch of them, and then I'll come up with some other design, and usually I just sit there and fold away. And I like these because you get rid of a whole page in one hit. I don't want to spend time cutting and measuring and gluing, and you know what I mean. So these ones I really love just because you get rid of so many in one hit. Anyway, I will also make up a book page. Actually, no, I've got one. I've got a playlist already that I'll put the link down in the comments box just for book page projects. And I don't think I've got too many in there at the moment, but it's something that I use all the time. I don't buy scrapbook papers. You know, I'm a recycler. I don't buy pretty papers, so book page is something that I have an abundance of and that I use all the time. And I just love the look of them. Once they're inked and sewn, I just think they look really nice. And you can put them aside just like that and embellish them to whatever journal you're making. But if you go along the lines of, you know, little animals, little flowers, butterflies, the usual kind of nature-y kind of things, they tend to go in any sort of journal anyway. I've done all mine vintage photo inking because I like the grungy or vintagey style journals. But I mean, you can make them any colour, like ink them blue and put some little blue fabric and papers and stuff like that, embellishments. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.